What's up, everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. And just like the title says, we're going to get right into it. What are they putting in your water? Okay, so everybody probably knows that you need some type of filtration system, some type of way to carry water if you needed to get out of the house. You know, water is one of the most critical items to have in an emergency, especially like a disaster situation. Maybe you have a rash of tornadoes. A lot of damage occurs. A lot of people are without this and without that. Well, water is going to be one of the primary things that you're going to need in order to stay alive. So, to get right into the discussion, why I made that title is because you really need to think about what's in your water. Now, if you live in the city, you're going to be on a municipal water system. So what that means is that the water's coming in from some source, a lake, a river, so on and so forth, or the sewage. You heard what I said, or back from the sewage. They do the sewage treatment facilities, and they treat the sewage, and then they refilter it maybe and send it back through the municipality. I don't know exactly what each city or state or town does, but that's probably how that works. So, that being said, you want to make sure that if you're on municipal water, that you have a way to filter your water. That's one thing we're going to go over today. The other thing we're going to go over is, what if you happen to be in your vehicle and you can't get back home for a certain amount of time, and you need to be able to gain access to water and then filter it, so that you can make sure that it's clean drinking water. We're going to go over both routes in this video so that you can be updated. I know a lot of you guys already know about some of this stuff or all of it, but I'm going over because a lot of people are just waking up to the fact that, wow, this is going on, and yo, I'm not prepared. So I can gauge that just by my comments that I'm receiving in my video. So I got to double back to some basic stuff that so a lot of people may already know about, but then again, a lot of people may not know about. So let's get right into it and go over the different products that I have on hand that you might want to check in and look into for your house, for your vehicle, your RV, so on and so forth. Now, everything Major talks about is for your benefit, meaning these are just options. Don't get it twisted. Nothing is an end all be all. Everybody thinks that when people are talking about ways to do things, that's the end all be all. No, you gotta, like I said in my other videos, you gotta be like MacGyver out here. And if you're not old enough to know who MacGyver is, go look up MacGyver, the TV show back in the day. You gotta be able to mix and match things to make it work. You got to be a jack of all trades. You might not be a master of all trades, but you got to have your hand in a little bit of everything to navigate, not even the new stuff that they're throwing at us right now, but to navigate what was already here. There's enough going on without this new stuff that you still had to know how to navigate. You know what I'm saying? So you got to follow me here. These are just options. Maybe you were well prepped up, but I mentioned something you don't have, and you can go snag it at Walmart before supplies dwindle down even more. Maybe you don't have anything, and you're just kind of waking up to the fact that, wow, I need to pay more attention to my health. And then two, what if I can't get any water from the normal source? Well, I got to be able to get it from somewhere. I have kids, I got my mom, my dad staying with me, so on and so forth. You got to be able to produce. Ain't going to be no excuses. Ain't nobody going to listen if you in a situation like that. So we're going to go into the different reasons why you need some of this stuff I got back here. You don't necessarily need to go out and buy all of this. Don't panic. I'm not saying go just rush it, but you need to at least start to entertain the idea that, I need cleaner water. So let's go over the non-disaster side of things. Let's just go over the health side of things. So in your municipal water, and we'll talk about well water too, because it's not the cleanest. You still probably need to get it tested here and there, but we'll get into that in just a minute. your municipal water, city water systems. All right. Basically, they're treating the water with chemicals to clean it. It's not necessarily going through reverse osmosis, or it would be the nicest water ever. It's not going through, I don't know what type of filtration system they're using, but I know the municipal water is heavily treated with chemicals. How do I know? Because I'm on well water. And if I go in the city or I go somewhere and I wash my hands, I can smell the chlorine. I can smell you can smell the chemicals. But if you're used to it, you're not going to notice anything different. So that's why I kind of stopped and changed direction. But your municipal water has a lot of chemicals in it. Do your research. They even have stuff online where you can download the PDF from your city municipal water department on the water quality. How many parts of this, how many parts of that, how many parts of that are in the water. Then you can look up those ingredients and see what they are. You're going to find out that a lot of your municipal water has tons of pharmaceutical chemicals in it. Here's why. Because everybody that's on prescriptions has to urinate. When you urinate, the chemicals going into the water system through the sewer. When they do the sewer treatment facility, when they treat the water going through the sewer system, they reuse that water and bring it back through heavily chemical treated to give you your drinking water. So trust me, all of those chemicals, they're not filtering out those pharmaceutical elements or heavy metals or this, that, or the other. They're just treating it to clean it so that there's no disease or bacteria in it, so it doesn't kill people. So it doesn't kill you instantly, but down the road it can. And I'm not an expert on this, but I just have my, where does Alzheimer's come from? Where do some of these things come from? And I'm just wondering, I know a lot of dis-ease in the body comes from heavy metals. When you get a buildup of heavy metals in your body, okay, heavy metals, write this down. Heavy metals are what's really giving our bodies a lot of issues and creating a lot of dis-ease. Because when you get a lot of metal in your body can't push it out naturally. It can't get it out. So those metals go and get deposited in your brain, in your heart, in your vessels, all over the place. So the only way to really do some research on that too, the only way to get some of those heavy metals out naturally would be, one, eat a lot of organic cilantro. Go look that up. Cilantro removes heavy metals from your blood. And then two, you can check out spirulina and chlorella. I would recommend doing research on that because spirulina and chlorella, it comes in pills, it comes in a powder form too. I don't like the powder form because it makes your teeth green. I take the pills. But those two products are from kelp. So it's a certain type of kelp seaweed that they recover, and it extracts heavy metals. But be warned up front. Do your research on the product that you look at, because not all of the manufacturers or producers of that product list all of the details about what's in the product after they recover it from the ocean. So you don't want to buy from a heavily polluted country. You can figure out which ones are which. You don't want to buy from a heavily polluted country where they're recovering the seaweed from the ocean water, because it's going to absorb a lot of the toxins and stuff that's already in the air, in the water. So you want to get it from a source that's farming it, possibly, and they're doing it on an inland seawater type of situation, or they're treating, you got to do some research. So I found out that I buy my chlorella and spirulina from Health Ranger. You can go on there. I think it's healthranger.com. Check it out and read the white paper, so to speak, on each product, and then you'll know how they test it and what they find in it. If a company produces something like that for your health and they don't issue like a white paper for it and describe to you the testing process and what the elements are there when they test it, so you can check those elements to see if they're harmful for you, don't buy it. That's my opinion. That's my suggestion. So anyway, those are just 2 ways you could get heavy metals. 3 ways you can get heavy metals out of the body on a regular basis. Because trust me, it's in the air, it's in the aluminum you're using. If you're cooking with aluminum, you got heavy metals there. If it's in products that you're using, deodorants, lotions, hair products, they put aluminum phosphate in a lot of things. So you gotta be aware that that's in there. Toothpaste. If you're not being careful, you're being inundated with heavy metals and don't even know it. We haven't even gotten into lead. We haven't gotten into copper, zinc. Some of those are good for you, but anything that you're getting too much of is going to be an overdose, and your body's going to react. Your body's going to try to push it out as best as it can, and when it can't, it's going to go into overheat mode, overdrive mode, and it's going to try to keep pushing that out while it's dealing with your normal system, and it's going to have a breakdown eventually because it can't maintain all of those systems at the same time, at the same energy levels, and make you feel better without some type of bad side effect. So anyway, that was just a little explanation on the metals. You can do more research. There's more metals out there. There's more chemical compositions that we're breathing, bathing in, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to move forward and get into some of the other reasons why you need to have products on hand to help with some of that stuff. So let's start first with we're going to start first with like your in-home water purification stuff. Now, I ended up putting a whole house filter on my house. Every property that I'm in, whether I was renting or owning or whatever, owning is renting too, but you know what I'm saying? Whether I'm renting it or owning it, if I'm renting, I get permission, and that was back in the day. And if I own it, I don't need permission because I'm just going to do what I do. But I always put a in-house filter at the least. Reverse osmosis systems are the best, I think. Do some research on reverse osmosis. They cost quite a bit more because they're probably the best way to filter your water. But if you're on a small budget and you want to start taking proactive steps in reducing contaminants and sediment and all kinds of stuff in your water, you'll get you a whole house filter. And I actually picked this one up just extra. It was at a garage sale, never used. And I ran some water through there and cleaned it out. And it has looks like kind of like a 3M filter in there. This filter is it's not the best filter, but it'll tell you on the label what it removes, like sediment wise. If you find filters, try to get the one that removes the highest amount of everything because it's worth the money. Some of these filters might cost you, like the one that removes everything might be $90. I don't know, but that's $90 towards your health. That's better than giving it to the doctor when you go because you're sick, right? So this whole house filter actually gets put on your water, your inline water line. So a plumber has to install it. If you know how to do it, you can hook it up. And then it has this valve, turn it on and off. So when you need to change the filter, you can turn it off and take the filter out, put another one in, turn it back on. So this one is cool because it allows you to actually get all of your house water filtered. So if you bathe in city water, you're taking in a lot of chemicals because if it's not filtered, because like I told you in another video, your skin is the biggest organ on your body. So when your skin is submerged in especially hot water and your pores open up all the way, you're sucking in water. You're sucking it in. It's filling up in your body. When you take a bath, the study showed that you can increase your weight, extra pound, just from water absorption alone. So if you're in the ocean, you can absorb a lot of water, salt water, but that helps you clean your body out. But when you're in the bathtub and you're in chemical inundated water, municipal water, you're sucking up those chemicals. Everything that's in the water, you're sucking it into your body, and then your body is having to process it and try to get it out. if you're not working out and sweating, you're not really getting those toxins out, and you're not really getting any of that heavy metal out at all. So when you bathe, try to think about not taking long hot showers. In America, you're in the bathtub too long. Take you a 2-minute. Everybody laughs and, well, that's not possible, Major. Get in there and time yourself. Take your shower in 3 minutes and get out. Turn it on warm water. Stop using hot water, because the hot water is actually raising your blood pressure. The longer you stay in that boiling hot water, it's raising your blood pressure. So if you already have high blood pressure, that's adding to the problem. And then 2, that hot water is not helping you with your immune system. You know, to boost your immune system, naturally, you take a cold shower or a cool shower. That helps your immune system boost up. Keeps you awake too, gives you more energy. And it keeps your pores closed, so you're not absorbing as much water. 3-minute, 4-minute shower tops. Get out of there. So that's your full house basic filtration system. So we're going to go over your drinking water systems, things that you can look into. So don't say I'm not saying you have to buy everything I talk about here, but these are options. Remember, it's just options, because you got stuff in your water. And there again, I'm going to hit on well water in just a second. And it's not as much to discuss other than making sure you get it tested and see what's in there, because stuff can come in under the ground and be in your well water too. So you're not safe fully when you have a well. You have to maintain it, and you have to also know that, the company that comes out and maintains it knows what they're doing. You just don't have some dude down the street saying he checked your water. You want to see the results and see the testing and what it says. So let's go into all of your household drinking water apparatuses, I might say, and I'll break down each one of those for you so you can kind of gauge which one might be a good fit for you. Or, like I always say in my videos, have 2 of everything. So if you already have some type of water filter, say, Major, I don't need that, I already got my stuff. There's always these loudmouth people out there in the world. They already got everything. Okay, well, for everybody who doesn't have everything and wants 2 of everything, here's some smaller household items that you can put in your vehicle, you can have in your go bag, or you can have in your house and just use every day. So I'm going to walk through them real quick and see if we can trim this video down, but I doubt it. So it's probably going to be a 30-minute video, but hang in there. I'm about to get into it. So the first one I like is this zero water filter. All right, so zero water, and you can still get these at Walmart now. So I buy the 2-packs, and I stock up on these because I don't feel like running back and forth to the store, and I was getting them for a good price. These 2 filters in here are carbon, activated carbon. You can see it on the picture. Activated carbon filters. So it has activated carbon. It's like a 5-stage filtration system, gravity fed. So that means when you pour the water in here, when you pour the water in here and the filter sits down there, right? The water sits up in this area and gravity sucks it down through the filter and it drips out the bottom. So it's 5-stage filters all of your water, and then when it's finished, you just simply use the spout and pour it out because all the water's sitting down here. You also can use this little thing for kids. They can squeeze it and the water can drip out and they can fill up their cup. Now I have a I think it's a 2.5 gallon big square zero water filtration system that I keep in the house. It's a big square 2.5 gallons, so you can fill up a lot of water, filter a lot of water, and that's what we use for cooking and drinking. The well water coming through the in-house filter is for bathing and watering stuff outside. So that's your zero water filter. Now you can pick up the filters when you buy your filter system. It'll come with 1 filter in it, but you got to change those out we change them out I think every 3 months. So I go and buy these 2-packs of the same filters. Once you get the container, you just keep buying refills. This was $29 2 weeks ago. I was buying them. I've been buying them all last year. Actually, 2 years ago, I've been buying them. But last year, I really started buying them and trying to buy two every time I go to Walmart to grab something. So I don't just go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. If you're prepping, that wasn't the intent. You know, you've been gradually buying stuff extra along the way. That's all prepping is. So I've been buying a couple of those at a time, sometimes just one. Sometimes I don't feel like spending a bunch of money that day because, damn, every time you go in the store, you drop $100. Just walk in and go to the bathroom. Wasn't planning on doing nothing else. Just dropped $100 just instantly. Boom. Probably $200 now. So I've been picking up a couple of these here and there. I got quite a few, but these are for in-house. I keep a couple in the RV and a couple in my other trailer just in case for backup. But these are great systems, and I'm gonna show you the back. It comes with this little tool. You see that little stick? So what that is I don't know what it's called, but it's a meter system where you can check the water. You put it comes with a little battery. You stick the tip in the water, and it's going to read to you what the water parts per million is of contaminant in your water. It's going to read that to you, and then after you filter it, it should read 000, showing you that the water is neutral now. So this is a cool kit. You're getting the filters and you're getting the water tester device included for that $29. So you know, I got a whole bunch of those water testers in my boxes, so I can use those in other places to test the drinking water. Those are good to put. That's a cool tool to use. Like say you got caught off guard and you was out somewhere and you had to get some water from the pond, from the lake, or from a little stream. You could check it and see what the parts per million of contaminants are, heavy chemical in there. You could check whatever's in there. It's going to read on the device, right? And then you know it's not neutral. So that's a good tool to have in the in your water arsenal. I really love that zero water. It makes the water taste better. But just know this: when you process your water through a filter system, it's gonna take all of the nutrient capabilities that were in the water. Any minerals that were in there, it strips it. So you're gonna be drinking water that's clean and taste a little softer, but it's not going to have any minerals in it whatsoever. So if you need to add some minerals to it, you could do that. You could buy some type of multi-mineral concoction and drip in your water and add some minerals back. It's going to alter the taste, but at least you're getting what your body needs. So next, let's get into the big boy, which is the Berkey. This is the Berkey filter system. This is supposed to be the high level VIP elite system. It's gravity fed too. You know, you take the top off, and up here are the two big black carbon activated carbon filters. You put the water in there, and then it's got a suction device so that you can suck water into the filters before you start filtering. Because if you don't get the filters full with water, it's not going to work properly. But once you get it working properly, you can fill that up, and then you got a downspout here. So this is cool I bought the smaller one so I could grab it and take it somewhere. There is the big Berkey too, that's bigger than this. It's probably like three and a half gallons or something. It's bigger, way bigger than this, costs a little more. And this is supposed to be the top of the line filter system for your house, for your RV, or whatever. And that's why I bought the small one, so I can set it here in the RV too. I could use it in the house, or I could use it in the RV, and I didn't want to take up so much space. But yo, price wise, that bad boy is not $29 or $30. This is like $300 worth of water filtering going on right here. Listen, don't be cheap on your water filtration, because that's going into your body. You need the best, you need the highest quality H2O that there is. So make sure you spend the money on your water filtration. Money is just paper. Paper is worthless unless you could use it for something tangible. that benefits your life. Like I say in my video. So 1 minute the dollar's worth a dollar, the next minute it's worth 50 cents. They telling us it's worth 80 cents, but it could be worth 30 cents. If you do the calculations on inflation right now, based on what your dollar can buy, you'll probably find out it's way lower than what you thought it was. So another thing I want to throw in here is like your portable water containment devices. Get you, now I bought this was at Walmart. It was on sale, yo. And it came, I'm sorry, I didn't bring the little stainless steel cups that were up here. It came with 4 stainless steel drinking cups too. So this was sitting on the clearance shelf at Walmart one day. I was actually buying filters. Yo, 20 bucks. 20 bucks. So now it doesn't keep stuff as hot as a thermos. It doesn't keep it as hot as long. But it does keep stuff hot. It's metal in there, not glass. The glass, when you have the glass insert or the insert that's glass in there, ceramic or something, that one's the one that keeps it hot for like 24 hours or longer, like steaming hot. This one only works maybe 12 hours, I think. But for 20 bucks, who cares? It works good. It's got the big opening here. It's got this little one so you can pour. And it's got this cool little rubber grommet thing down here that lets you put it on the table flat like this, and it won't tip over, and it won't move around on the countertop because it's got something stable to sit on. This is a cool device to have if you can find one. It says TAL, some off-brand, but I thought this was really cool as a way to carry my water around, so I could fill this up, or say I didn't have it full and I had to filter some water from somewhere. I could then put that filter water in here because I'm not going to be carrying around my zero water filter everywhere I go. But this bad boy I could throw in the truck, throw in the RV, throw in a trailer, my work trailer, and I can store water in here or recover water that's filtered and put it in here. So look for something like that to put in your arsenal too. All right, so let's go on to the next one I like a lot is this Ozark Trail backpack filter. So it has the water bladder inside the backpack. You got the carry straps and you got the suction device that lets you suck the water. So this will be on your back and you're walking and you can actually suck the, get water, get hydration while you're moving. You don't have to drink, and it holds about, I say it holds about a good half a gallon to a gallon of water. Every gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So water is pretty heavy. So you don't want to you're not going to be able to cart bottles and bottles of water around with you. So when you're out doing your water prep, don't buy all of this bottled water that you can't transport. Yeah, put a case in the car, put a case in the other car in the trunk. Move your stuff, your supplies around, so no matter what vehicle you have to roll out in or you have with you, you got some water just to get you by. Put some in the house. It's easy to use. But be careful with your bottled water because it's sitting in all of that plastic, and that plastic is going to etch out, the chemicals are etching out into the water. So if you store your bottled water, at least store it in a really cool place and cover it with something. Keep it in the dark. Don't let the sunlight hit your bottled water or your water supply, because that's how bacteria and stuff starts growing in the water, is when it gets sunlight. Just like when you put a seed in the ground and starts getting sunlight, it's going to grow. So make sure you cover your bottled water with some type of material, keeps the sun out. All right. Try not to stock too much bottled water. It doesn't keep that long, maybe a year. After that, it's just water. You can use it to bathe with, or maybe to wash some clothes. You could boil it, do some stuff with it. You can use it to cook with, as far as, say you were boiling some eggs or something in a shell, you could still use it for that. But I wouldn't stock too much bottled water because it's so heavy to move around. You're going to want some devices that can filter water too, in case you can't move that water around. So that's what these devices are for. So the Ozark Trail backpack with the water bladder, I think these are like, they were 20 bucks, $24. I don't know what they are today. I bought a couple of these 4 or 5 months ago. They were, just on the shelf. There's plenty of them. So I grabbed them up and threw them in the cash. And that way, at least I got a way to transport water easily with me without it being heavy and being in my hands, taking up my hands, and I can't use my hands for anything else. So what I bought with this Ozark Trail backpack water bladder was this little filter system. And what this filter system does, it does the same thing as the zero water filter, but it's just a smaller version, almost like a Life Straw, but it's actually half the size of a Life Straw, which I have one of those, and I'll show you that real quick. So what happens is this little piece, this is where you suck from, you can actually put this in line with your with your water bladder and filter your water as you're drinking it. So say you had to get this water from a roadside source, something on the side of the road. It looked clean. The water was moving. So I grabbed some. I put it in the bladder. I took the bladder out, filled it up, put it back in here. I could filter it through this while I'm sucking it. So that's why I put those two together. This is a cool setup. You can check out. It's at Walmart. So you can invest maybe. The filter is getting expensive though. That filter was like, I want to say $15 or $18 just for the filter. Then the backpack bladder is like 24. So you invest in about 40 bucks, but you create more options having things like this in your water arsenal. So there's lots of different ways to purify some water, and just whatever works best for you, look into it. But if you don't have anything, this video is for you. And if you have everything but you're missing one, this video might also be for you. But hey, while I'm talking, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go over a couple of more water items so that you can get a full the full array of what's available. I'm not hitting on every single device that's available. I'm just hitting on the ones that I have in stock and the ones that I keep ready and the ones that I use every day. So it's about, remember, this stuff is about your health. It's not about the panic in the streets necessarily. It's about your health. It would be panic in the streets if things are coming in short supply and you can't get them, and now you know you're going to need them. So start prepping. That's what prepping means. Along the way, pick up a few things. That's all it means. It doesn't mean hoarding. It doesn't mean I'm assembling products. From 6 years ago till now, I've been assembling things and putting them back and saying, hey, I might need this. I might need this part later. Before all of this happened, prepper people was already doing what they do, finding stuff on deals before the price goes up. That's why I prep primarily, is because of the investment. I don't want to spend $82 for something that was 2 weeks ago $42. That's not what I want to do. So I've been diligently taking my resources and applying them and investing them into things that I could use in the future if I'm here, to buying it at the lower rate before the rate goes up. So that's the primary reason why I prep. Secondary reason is my health. Third reason is, yo, the world's a crazy place. So there you go. You can say it any kind of way you want, but at the end of the day, if you need something, you need it. And if you don't have it, you just have to do without it. That's all I can say. So here's the next little water device I found. And I don't even remember purchasing this one. But this is called a Joy Pure water bag. And what it has in it, you can see through in the light, you can see that little filter right there. So you put the water in here. It tells you how many, the measurements that are in there, so you know how much water you got. And then you suck it through the spout. As you suck it, it's filtering. So look up this Joy Pure, what does it say? 20 fluid ounce little collapsible bottle. Check it out. See, that one I had to go get from one of my go bags to show you. That's what's cool about it. It's collapsible. You can roll it up. It's flexible. You can fold it up. When you're ready to use it, you unfold. So that's something you can look up to have. If you can't afford this big stuff, go get you a couple of these. Let me know in the comments if y'all find these online. I can't remember the price, but I bought a couple and I stuck them in some go bags. I don't know what I paid, but make some comments below if you find out some other information on it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the like button, because I'm major. You know, I'm giving you this information the best I can. So check this out. I'm going to go over a couple of more pieces you may known about or don't know about. I don't know. This one's called your Life Straw. These were on sale at Walmart for like $17 recently. I don't know what they are now. So basically with your Life Straw, this side, see it has that little cap. You pop the cap off. That's the side that's going in your water. Now this is a stream on the side of the road that's moving, right? You don't see any debris in it, of course. You don't want to see toxic stuff floating down the stream and then you go suck some water out of it. You can go find some somewhere else. But just say a regular stream that was moving. It's supposed to filter pond water, any type of water that's out in the out in nature. Your Life Straw will filter. You can just suck the. So what you do, you take that off on the bottom, stick it in the water. Then up here on the top, it's got the little spout. Now you can suck water through. So you just suck the water through. You drink it. It's filtering any contaminant, any type of bacteria, any type of stuff like that. It's filtering all of that and lets you get water straight from the source while you're sucking it through the filter system. Now read the instructions. Most of your filters come with activated carbon in them. So the first go around, the black residue from the activated carbon is going to come out. So make sure you read the instructions. Go check out Life Straw. They have some I think that are bigger, but I like the smaller size because it goes in the backpack easier. Read the instructions. It's going to only filter so many gallons of water. It does an amazing job. It's crazy out of this little device, but some of these filters are rated to do stuff like that. They got a long use period before you got to pitch it. So it's because it's in very, very, very small writing. And, you know, over 50, your eyes ain't working good. That's why I got these specs on. I'll find that. It says, removes up to 99.999% of waterborne bacteria, 99.9% of waterborne protozoan cysts, reduces turbidity by filtering particles of approximately 0.2 microns, contains no chemicals. Yep, I was right. Filters up to 1,000. Oh, I was wrong. Let me reverse engineer something. 1,000 liters of water. Okay, 1,000 liters. So, yeah, read the instructions. You know, MacGyver people like me don't like to read too much instructions. We just like, boom, oh, this will fit here, that'll fit there, that'll work. And then we put it together. But read the instructions. When it comes to water and stuff and making sure that you're using the device the correct way, read the instructions, yo. Okay? All right, so let's get on to the next one. Y'all seen this portable aqua tablets. They sell these at Walmart, okay? It says it treats up to 25 quarts of water. No iodine, taste, or color. Germicide tablets. Makes questionable water bacteriologically suitable to drink. Proven effective against Giardia, Lamblia when used as directed. Camping, hiking, travel. Keep out of reach of children. So, these tablets actually treat the water. If you read the instructions, you can drop a tablet or however many it states. And I haven't used this before. I just buy them and I got them sitting on the shelf. They're ready to use. You'll add the tablet to the water, a certain amount of water, at least I'm sure a gallon or more. And then, let's see, 50 tablets. Once you add that tablet, add 2 tablets to 1/4 or liter of water and cap loosely to allow a small amount of leakage. Wait 5 minutes, shake container to allow screw threads on the closure to be moistened. Then tighten cap. Wait 30 minutes before drinking. Okay, so read the instructions. Gotta wait 30 minutes before you drink. Because that chemical has to, what's in that tablet the water has to knock it down, has to saturate the particles enough so it's not concentrated so you can consume it. So make sure you read the instructions with all of this stuff so you use it the right way. Now, last but not least, I'm going to go over my #1 emergency water filtration device. Is actually in 2 parts. And that's going to be bleach or Clorox. Non-scented, okay? Just regular old bleach. Not anything with lemon scent, wildflowers, none of that. Just straight up Clorox, okay? You should have a small arsenal of Clorox, not just for washing clothes, but for decontaminating anything. You can use bleach for decontaminating surfaces. As most people know, it doesn't have the best smell, but at least you know it's there. You also can use it to purify water that's dirty and it's not clean. And you look online and double check my information. Always vet my stuff, double check it. These are just options, but make sure that the instructions are correct and make sure you're doing it the right way. But the bleach, typically you're using 8 drops of bleach to 1 gallon of water. You have to let it stand for 45 minutes and then you can consume it. But you're probably going to have it capped just like those instructions say, and then let the chemical composition break down 45 minutes. Then you can go ahead and drink the water. Now that's going to be extreme emergency. I gotta have water. I ain't got nothing left, but I had found some bleach and I have a way to now clean some water and get some for me and my family. So you would have to study this stuff now and then remember it for later. But you gotta, unfortunately, you can come up with a MacGyver move and make you a dropper out of something. But if you have one of these little bottles, in your go bag, like I keep in all my go bags, I keep a glass bottle. I use the old bottles from using my mineral liquid concentrated minerals and stuff like that. I'll keep this, and then I got the little dropper right here that I can use for other stuff because this is a tool too. So you can use this to get the bleach, do your 8 drops, clean this out after you use it because the bleach will eventually start eating stuff. Different materials bleach reacts to and different materials bleach doesn't react to. So clean that out so you can use it again with some water, and that way you'll be able to keep using it multiple times. But this right here might be a lifesaver to somebody in an extreme event where there's just no water. Okay, no water nowhere. I'm rummaging through some places to find some water, and I see some water over here at this pond over here, but it don't look too good. I'm scared to drink it. But I remember something Major said I could clean that with some bleach. Let me find some way to get some drops in there and then let that sit for a minute. It might save your life. I don't know. But that's just a way that you could purify some water and get you some water if in an extreme event. Also, keep in mind, in the city, if you ever run out of water, say the water shut down, say power's out, extreme case, and there's no water, you're out, everybody's out of water, you can't find no water. Water doesn't work when you turn the faucet on, right? Everybody, there's still water if you're using this. If everywhere there's a water heater, there's probably water stored in the water heater. Now, hopefully there's nothing that came through the lines and contaminated it, but you have people that have homes and apartments, you still have water inside of your water heater. Okay, even if the water's off, the water heater should be filled up with water unless you just took a bath and used it all because you didn't listen to me in the first place and only take 2 and 3 minute baths or 2 and 3 minute showers. Stop using all your water up for stupid stuff. You never know if you need that water in that water heater. Okay, so your water heater will contain 40 gallons, 50 gallons, whatever it holds should be full of water. So that's a prepper survival tip. Find a water heater. You may find some water. You know what I'm saying? Water storage. Wherever there's a water heater, there's probably going to be some water in it. You got the spout at the bottom of the water heater. You just turn it and the water is going to come out. Now, because they put the spout at the bottom, it's going to be hard to fill something up unless you got a hose. But at least there's water in there, okay? So this video's ran way too far. I appreciate the donations that's been coming through. That's really dope. I mean, I put the link in it, but I wasn't expecting it. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Shout out to everybody who's donated so far. We're putting that towards farm shares, buying equipment with it, buying tents, buying all the stuff we need. So that is awesome. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, We appreciate you. I hope this helps create more options for you. If I missed something, I'm sorry. If I hit something you didn't have, great. It's early. I'm out here pounding it out. I'm still on my fasting. This is day 6, so I'm hanging in there, you know, duking it out. I feel great. Get into the fasting game, and then that will help you mitigate a lot of food uses right there. You can slow down your food consumption when you mix in with fasting. And then while you're mixing in the fasting, you're also conditioning yourself. You don't need that much food. Okay, so I can't reiterate enough. Fasting is for your health. You need to clean your body out, and you need to your body needs to recalibrate itself. How can it recalibrate itself if you're constantly taking in all of this crap? It can't process like that. That's why it's breaking down quicker. So if you want to know why I kind of look a little healthy, I guess, maybe I look skinny, I don't know. I work in the fasting game in intervals. And then I don't eat all of that heavy stuff anymore. I just eat veggies. I've been doing that for the last 3 years or so. I don't eat meat. It's not necessary for me. But definitely by far, if you're eating meat and you really need to fast. You need to get that colon cleaned out. You need to get your organs cleaned out. You need to get your mind situated. The stuff that could be coming, it's going to be right here where you win or lose. Okay? So I just want to throw that extra piece in there. This is Major. I appreciate y'all. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. The donation button's down there. My website's down there for anybody interested in farm shares. You can hit me on the contact page. And I have the survival checklist on the store on the safetycomplianceagency.com website. So go download that, and you'll get some of these items are on that checklist for your household. Okay? All right. Appreciate y'all. This is Major signing out for another kind of cool video. Peace.